Hey guys, I'm wicked excited. I got a new package, the Littmann Core Stethoscope, and I'm going to try to connect it to my new hearing aids, so stay tuned. This is going to be a video on how to connect to a different stethoscope. I was using the Thinks Labs 1 stethoscopes before, and now I can't use them because I'm trialing a new hearing aid that has Bluetooth in it. My last hearing aid was used through the T-coil, through a streamer, so that's going away, and now back to the drawing board to use a new stethoscope with Bluetooth. My audiologist is looking for options as well. She's doing some research, connecting with colleagues, and trying to get the word out there. Then I'm trying to find out a new way to use the stethoscope at work. So what I ended up doing is I went ahead and ordered a Littmann Core stethoscope. The only way that I could connect this stethoscope is through what we call the Stethoscope Attachment. And yeah, so I'm going to see if I can figure that out. I have these two here and my phone as well. So we're going to see how this works, and yeah, stay tuned. The first thing I did was download the Echo app on my phone. Just go on the App Store and put in Echo, and you should be able to see it. So I have my phone. I have the stethoscope, which is kind of nice. Black, it's beautiful actually, and it would go like a regular stethoscope that you can use to listen to your heart sounds, lung sounds, bowel sounds, but I don't want to use the earpiece to my ears because I want to try to figure out a way to use the bell and the diaphragm directly to my hearing aid. So I'm going to do that through the stethoscope attachment. So that's this part. It's its own thing. And then this comes with a body and some attachments. And this one is the standard connectors. They also have one that says pediatric, but I'm going to use the standard connector. The thing is that this is the body of the stethoscope that you buy. It has written on it has core, and then this is the attachment that looks identical. It looks very much the same, but it only says Echo on it. I originally got confused by the two bodies because you can see one says core and one says Echo on it. In order to do Bluetooth, I have to use the one that says Echo on it. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the little bag here so that you can see what they are. I have this piece here and then this little piece here. Has like this screw thread on one side and the adapter for the tubing for the stethoscope. First thing I'm supposed to do is go ahead and connect this here, screw on that, and get it on there nice and tight. And then I'm supposed to connect this on the other end, like that. So that's what you have. I'm going to put that down, and then the stethoscope itself, like I said, I'm not going to use this piece, so I'm going to pull it apart. Put that down, and essentially I'm going to take this off to the side. So that is basically going to come off here. So you have the stethoscope piece, the bell and the diaphragm part of the stethoscope, and this part does not disconnect. So this is the original. I'm going to put that off to the side, and then I'm going to reconnect the new attachment into here. I have to do it like this to get it on there nicely, like that. Now, if you turn this thing, you get the bell and then the diaphragm. Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to line it up so that it's nice and across. This big button up the top is the on and off button, and then you have some volume, plus sign and a negative sign there. I don't know what that center one does yet. Maybe it just brings you back to the original sound. Like I said, this is all new to me. And I'm trying this Echo Littmann Core Stethoscope with Phonics Audeo, Audeo. Now, these are Bluetooth compatible, connects directly to my phone. I can answer phone calls directly from the phone. I can listen to podcasts, music, YouTube videos, all sorts of things. So there we go. I've already connected my Echo to the app here. So I'm just going to essentially open it. It comes to this screen. If you need to do the login, all that, I'll show you in this video coming up. Got the Echo app downloaded. I'm going to open it up and click on for clinician. I'm going to sign up to create an account, confirm that you are a healthcare professional. And that will lead you to the next page to put in your first name, last name, and email. Once you have done that, it will redirect you to check your email, open up the email confirmation instruction, and then open that up to create an account, Echo dashboard, first name, last name, and password. And then it would redirect you to the Echo app to reopen. And then you go to the core setup. Once you get into core setup, we're going to grab our stethoscope and turn it on, and you should see a light flashing. And then the phone will ask you to pair. Go ahead and pair your new stethoscope to the phone. You're connected, and then it will walk you through screens for volume, as well as enable your headphones to your microphone on your phone. And you should be all set. I have my phone on, and it's right out in front of me. I'm going to put it down on the table, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on and see what happens. I'm going to look on my phone. Oh, I can see that it's connected. You can see that it has a flat line. That means that nothing is going into it. So I'm connected to the diaphragm one, and then the other side's the bell. So make sure that you have which one you want on. So that's going to make a big difference when you're connecting. And right now I'm going to connect myself without hitting the microphone. It shows that my heart rate is 74, and you can see the wave of my heart rate. And I also can hear it directly to my hearing aid. It has a volume on the body itself that you can turn up the sound if you need to. Depends on your hearing loss and how much volume you need to actually hear the heart sound. The other interesting thing on here is when I turn it back on, it connects again. So down at the bottom right here, you press on that, and it gives you the option of doing hat sound placements. So you have the upper right sternal border, the upper left sternal border, the lower left sternal border right here, and as well as the apex right over here. So you can pick on one of those. When you sound, you can record and actually download it. And then they have the option of where you want to place your stethoscope for lung sounds. And again, you can record it left upper posterior, right upper posterior, left middle posterior, lower, and so forth and so on. Pretty cool. And then you have one for bowel sounds as well, which I think is pretty funky. Right renal artery, okay. Aortic, left renal artery, right femoral artery. Okay, this is very interesting. All right, so I can pick that and choose it, record it, and play it back afterwards. I'm going to turn this off. Another interesting thing that this does is that you can go in here and activate noise cancellation, which is right in the middle. And essentially what that does is it cuts out environmental sounds. So if you want to talk to somebody, probably don't want to have this on, but if you want to hear the best with this stethoscope, you need to have that on so that you're just hearing where the stethoscope is going. And it gives you some other options in here, audio filter, recording length, and so forth. And yeah, so that's what that is, and it works. It actually works. The one thing I will say is that it's because it is Bluetooth, there is a delay. And it's only a few seconds, so it doesn't bother me at all. It's, I take quite a bit of time to listen to lung sounds and heart sounds anyway. What's a few more seconds, right? This is pretty hefty. It feels very secure, sturdy. It's metal, and this is plastic, and the rest of it's tubing with metal, threads or aluminum threads. It has a USB for recharging, and it does tell you on the phone how much battery you have on it. I would cover this with some sort of thin plastic or a glove to keep it from getting contaminated. And I am able to go ahead and put it into my laptop pocket or another pocket that I have. And as long as I have my phone and this guy, I will be able to do wireless auscultation. Well, that's pretty cool because I've never been able to do that before. I always had to depend on a streamer. So I'm pretty happy about it. Haven't tried it on many patients, just my husband. And so I'm hoping to give an updated review. So Echo is not the company. It's actually Littmann that is the company that makes this. It's a core stethoscope, and it connects to an Echo software. So this is pretty good. As far as the cost goes, between these two, or with these two, it cost me about $548. So that's kind of a hefty price tag. My ThinkSlabs one cost me around $500. But then I had to buy the streamer, which is like another $250. And then, so essentially, ThinkSlabs one was $750 altogether, and this was $540 altogether. And the phone, I mean, I bought that a long time ago, so that's for general use. That's not just for this, so I don't really count that into the cost. But let me know if you have any experience with the Littmann Core Stethoscope. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to know about more videos coming up in the future, because I hope to make great ones coming up, is go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button down there. And I will see you later. Take care. Bye.